The reason why I read books is to improve on my memory and my comprehensive skills. The reason why I read books is to improve on my vocabulary and my cognitive skills. The reason why I read books is to improve on my communication, knowledge, and understanding. The reason why I read books is simple. My parents just want me to have a good education.
Now join me as I read another book.
Hello, it's Joshua Llewellyn. Today we're going to continue reading To Kill a Mockingbird. But before we read, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Oop, wrong page. Also wrong page. I'll repeat the question. Can you read and write? I'm most positive we can. Will you write your name and show us? I'm most positive we will. How do you think I sign my relief checks? He's becoming very nervous. Mr. Ewell is endearing himself to his fellow citizens. You're left-handed, Mr. Ewell. Isn't that interesting? Judge, I'm a Christ-fearing man being taken advantage by this lawyer tricking people like him. Always been talking advantage of me all the time with their tricking ways. So, Mr. Ewell, thank you. Got it. Mayella Violet Ewell. Miss Mayella, where were you at dusk on that evening? On the porch? What were you doing on the porch? Nothing. Just tell us what happened. You can do that, can you? It's enough now. Don't be afraid of everybody here. As long as you tell the truth. You got nothing to be ashamed of and nothing to fear. What are you so scared of? Him. Mr. Finch? I don't want him doing me like he done father. Trying to make him out left-handed. How old are you? 19 and a half? Mr. Finch has no idea of scaring you, and if he did, I'm here to stop him. That's one thing I'm sitting up here for. Now, if you sit up straight and tell us what happened to you, you can do. Now if you can sit up straight and tell us what happened to you, you can do that, right? Oh, sir, I was on the porch and he came along, and you see, there was this old chifforobe? I don't know. In the yard, father brought into chop up for kindling, and I wasn't feeling strong enough then, so he came by. Who's he? Mr. Robinson. Then what happened? I said, come here and help me with this chifforobe. Help me with this chifforobe for me. I got a nickel for you. So he came in the yard, and I went in the house to get him the nickel, and I turned around, and before I knew it, he was on me. He got me around the neck. I fought and hollered, but he had me around the neck, and he hit me again and again. He chucked me on the floor and choked me and took advantage of me. I screamed for all I was worth, kicked and hollered as loud as I can, and I sort of fainted. And the next thing I knew, Father was in the room, standing over me, hollering, screaming, "Who done it?" who done it. You say fight him off as hard as you can, fight him tooth and nail. Positively did. Mayella's recital had given her confidence, but it was not her father's brash kind. There was something stealthy about hers, like a steady-eyed cat with a twitchy tail. You're positive that he took full advantage of you. He's done what he was after. That's all for the time being, but stay here. I expect Big Bad Mr. Finch has some questions to ask you. Miss Mayella, I won't try to scare you for a while, but not yet. Let's just get acquainted. Acquainted. I don't know. How old are you? As I said I was 19, said to the judge. So you did, ma'am. You have to bear with me, Miss Mayella. I'm getting along. I can't remember as well as I used to. I might ask you things you already said before, but you'll give me an answer, won't you? Won't answer a word you say, as long as you keep on mocking me. Mr. Finch is not mocking you. What's the matter with you? As long as he keeps calling me ma'am and saying Miss Mayella, I'll have to take his sass. I'm not called upon to take it. We've done business in his court for years and years, and Mr. Finch is always Courteous? I don't know. To everybody, he's not trying to mock you. He's trying to be polite. And that's just his way. Atticus, let's just get on with these proceedings and not let the record show that the witness has not been sassed. Her views to the contrary. Miss Mayella, you say you're 19. How many sisters and brother do you have? 7? You're the eldest, the oldest. How long has How long has your mother been dead? I don't know. A long time. Did you ever go to school? I mean, right, as good as my father. How long did you go to school? 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. Slowly but surely, I began to see the pattern of Atticus's questions. The jury learned the following things. The relief check was far from enough to feed the family, and there was a strong suspicion that their father drank it up anyway. Atticus was quietly building up before the jury a picture of the Ewell's home life. The weather was at seldom and cold enough to require shoes, but when it was, he could make dandy ones from strips of old tires. If you wanted to wash, you hauled your own water. The younger children had perpetual, I don't know, colds and suffered from chronic ground itch. There was a lady who came around sometimes to ask Mayella why she didn't stay in school. She wrote down the answer. Father needed them at home. Miss Mayella, a 19-year-old girl, like you must have friends. Don't you know anyone near your age, or older, or younger, boys and girls, just ordinary friends? Making fun of me again, Mr. Finch? Do you love your father, Miss Mayella? Love him? What do you mean? I mean, he's good to you. Is he easy to get along with? He's tolerable, except when he's drinking. Does he ever go after you? What do you mean? When he's wild, has he ever beaten you? My father's never touched a hair of my head in my life. we've had a good visit, Miss Mayella. Now I guess we better get to the case. You say you asked Tom Robinson to come chop up a what was it? A chiffero, an old dresser full of drawers on one side. Was Tom Robinson known to you? I knew who he was. He passed the house every day. Did I never ask him to come inside the fence before? I did not. I certainly did not. One's not enough. You never asked him to do odd jobs for you before. I might have. Can you remember any other occasions? Alright. No. Alright. Now to what happened. You said Tom Robinson got you around the neck, cussing and saying dirt. Is that right? You said he caught me and choked me and took advantage of me. Is that right? That's what I said. Do you remember him beating you across the body? You seem sure enough that he choked you. You remember him beating you around the face? It's an easy question, Miss Mayella. So I'll try again. Do you remember him beating you across the face? No, I don't recollect if he hit me. I mean, yes, I do. He hit me. What was your last sentence? Was your last sentence your answer? Yes, he hit. I don't remember. It happened all so quick. Don't you cry, young woman. Don't cry if she wants to, Judge. We got all the time in the world. I'll answer any question you have. Come up here and mock me. I'll answer any question you got. That's fine. There's only a few more. I want you to be sure if you have the right man. Will you identify the man who R-worded you? That's him over there. Tom, stand up. Let Miss Mayella have a good long look of you. Look, he's crippled. He caught Mr. Dolphus Raymond's cotton again, when he was a boy. I like to have bled to death to all the muscle loose from his bones. Is that the man who R-worded you? Most certainly is. I don't know how he's done it, but he did it. All I said is it happened so fast, I just couldn't. Now, let's consider this calmly. Objection, Judge. He's browbeating the witness. He's browbeating the witness. Sit down, Horace. He's done nothing of the sort. If anything, the witness is browbeating Atticus. Miss Mayella, do you wish to reconsider any of your testimony? You want me to say something that didn't happen? No, ma'am, I want you to say something that did happen. I told you what happened. You testified that he choked you. Yes. Then he released your throat and hit you. I said he did. He blacked your left eye with his right fist. I ducked and it glanced. That's what it did. I ducked and glanced off. You're becoming suddenly clear on point, Miss Mayella. A while ago, you couldn't remember too well, could you? Why didn't you run? I said he hit me. I tried to run. What kept you from it? He slung me down. That's what he did. He slung me down and got on top of me. You were screaming all this time? I certainly was. Then why didn't the other children hear you? Were they? They were at the dump? Why didn't your screams make them come running? The dump's closer than the woods, isn't it? Or didn't you scream until you saw your father in the window? You didn't think to scream then, did you? Who beat you up, Tom Robinson or your father? What did your father see in the window of the crime, of the R word, or the best defense to it? Why don't you tell the truth, child? Didn't Bob Ewell beat you up? I got something to say. And then I'm not going to say anything anymore. That colored person over there took advantage of me, and if you find fancy gentlemen don't want to do nothing about it, then you're all just cowards. Stinking cowards, the lot of all of you. Your fancy airs don't come nothing to your naming and mamming and mismailing don't come to nothing, Mr. Finch. Oh, did I skip a page? No. Shall I try to wind up this afternoon? How about it, Atticus? I think we can. How many witnesses do you have? 1. Well, call him. Tom took the oath and stepped into the witness chair. Atticus very quickly induced him to tell us. Tom was 25 years old. 25 years of age. He was married with 3 children. He had been in trouble with the law before. He once received 30 days of disorderly conduct. It must have been disorderly. What did it conduct? I got in a fight with another man. He tried to cut me. Were you both convicted? Yes. I had to serve because I didn't pay the fine. The other fellow paid his fine. Why is he asking that? Showing us all Tom's got nothing to hide. Were you acquainted with Mayella Violet Ewell? Yes, I had to pass her place going to and from the field every day. Did she ever speak to you? Why, yes. I tip when I go by. And one day she asked me to come inside the fence and bust up a chifferobe for her. When did she ask you to chop up the chifferobe? Mr. Finch's very last spring. She said, I reckon I'll have to give you a nickel, won't I? I said, no, ma'am. There ain't no charge. Then I went home. Mr. Finch, that was way last spring, over a year ago. Did you ever go on the place again? Yes, I went on a lot of times. It seemed like every time I passed by yonder, she'd have some little something for me to do. Chopping, kindling, tots and water for her. She watered those red flowers every day. Were you paid for your services? No, sir. I was glad to do it, and I knew she didn't have to spare no nickels for me. Were there other children? They're always around, all over the place. They'd watch me work. Some of them sit on the window. Nah, I don't know. Tom Robinson gave his testimony. It came to me that Mayella Ewell must have been the loneliest person in the world. She was even lonelier than Boo Radley. She was as sad as I thought, as Jem called a mixed child. White people wouldn't have to do anything with her because she lived among pigs. Colored people wouldn't have to do anything with her because she was white. She couldn't live like Mr. Dolphus Raymond, who preferred the company of colored people because she didn't own a riverbank. She wasn't from a fine old family. No, nobody said that's just their way about the Ewells. Tom, what happened to you on the evening of November 21st of last year?